Your officials for tonight's game, the home plate umpire is Brad Wolf. The first base is Mike Smith, and at third base is Trevor Drury. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask that you please rise, kindly remove any headwear, and join Jackie Hudick as she sings our national anthem.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all thy sons command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for
It's another edition of Full Line Ag. Swift Current Indians baseball as the Tribe look to take a 2-0 stranglehold in this best of 5 WNBL Eastern Final against the Yorkton Cardinals, and they send their ace to the mound. Windsor, Ontario's BSP, Bobby St. Pierre, set and good to go on the mound. His second playoff start. He's 1-0 after a Game 1 victory over the Yorkton Cardinals in the regular season. 10 starts, 7-3, striking out 48 and walking 15, a 2.39 earned run average for Bobby St. Pierre. He'll be pitching to Bodie Cooper. Kyle McDonald playing first, Shane Doki at second, Al Humphreys at short, Kyle Zervis playing third base, Liam Goodall in left, Tobias Moreno in center, Alex Schultz from Sioux Falls, South Dakota will patrol right field. No lineup changes for the Yorkton Cardinals, who less than 24 hours ago lost 3-0 to the Swift Current Indians. The Cards were limited to just 2 hits throughout that ball game. 1 hit through 8 as Luke Wycheck. He walked 5, but he only allowed 1 hit in that Game 1 victory over the Yorkton Cardinals. Daniel McFarland will lead off. Corey Canterbury will hit second. Hunter Hiskey will hit third. Same personnel in the lineup for the Yorkton Cardinals, just mixing things up a little bit. Billy Clapperton will play right field, and Daniel McFarland will DH rather than the opposite of last night. So Daniel McFarland steps in. Good to go here in the top of the first inning. McFarland, 286 hitter in the WNBL postseason of 2016. McFarland in the regular season, a 308 hitter, so guy who consistently hits his way on base just under a third of the time. First pitch from Bob St. Pierre. 1-0 count as St. Pierre just misses a little bit to the outside. St. Pierre catches that outside corner this time. Strike 1 is called. 1-1 the count to McFarland. Native of Louisville, Kentucky, Eastern Kentucky University is where McFarland played his school ball, and he's behind 1-2. Hasn't swung at anything yet. 3 pitches from Bob St. Pierre, 2 strikes. 1-2 pitch as the big native of Windsor, Ontario doesn't miss by much on the 1-2. St. Pierre seeing how far off the plate he can go against this lefty hitter. Count 2-2 now. Goes inside this time to load it up, 3-2. Yorkton Cardinals dugout was very vocal last night through the first few innings. There's some chirping coming from there again tonight. 3-2 pitch from St. Pierre. McFarland's going to continue to battle here, as a good leadoff hitter is wont to do, as he fouls that ball off. 3-2. Another full count pitch. Ground ball. Al Humphreys to Hopper. 6-3, and that'll do it for the leadoff hitter, McFarland. Ground ball out.
Now batting, the
St.
left
Pierre
fielder,
takes
number
care of him
15,
in 7
Corey
pitches.
Canterbury.
Left fielder Corey Canterbury to the plate. Had a chance to meet BSP, the senior, Bob St. Pierre, Bobby's dad. Bob's folks came up to catch a few games in Regina at the end of the season and then see playoff game 1. Hope all is well down east. 1-0 pitch to Billy Clapperton. He is up 2-0 the count now. Or pardon me, Corey Canterbury at the plate. Canterbury 278 in the playoffs, 295 in the regular season. St. Pierre fastball right down the middle. Count 2-1. St. Pierre goes to that slider for strike 2. If Bobby can throw that slider for strikes, then could be a good night for him. 2-2 now. With 1 out, 2-2 pitch. Goes to fastball. Ground ball to Humphreys. In the glove. Dispatched to first. Back-to-back 6-3s have 2 out here in the top
Now
of the first.
batting, the catcher, number 7, Hunter Hiskey.
Twelve pitches for 2 outs for Bobby. All-star catcher Hunter Hiskey to the plate. Hiskey 365 through the first 48. Postseason, though, he's looking to find his swing, hitting 235 for the All-Star Cards catcher. Hitting third in their lineup. St. Pierre gives him some heat, and Hiskey fouls that off. St. Pierre keeping his pitches down and getting ground ball outs through the first 2/3 of this inning. Count now 1-1 with 2 away. Hiskey fouls that pitch off.
As a reminder, all baseballs are property of the Swift Current Indians. So kids, please run and get that foul ball and bring it back to the souvenir booth, and you'll get $1.
This is Bobby's 12th start of the summer of 2016. 10 regular season appearances, all starts. 1-0 in the playoffs. Game 1, 13-3 win over the Beavers. Shot by Hunter Hiskey, hit to center field. Tobias Moreno, the lightning fast outfielder, tracks down that baseball. And that'll do it for the Yorkton Cardinals. St. Pierre retires them in 16 pitches in the top of the first. Scoreless, bottom of 1 coming up. Dokie, Goodall, Humphreys step up to the plate when we return with Full Line Ag Indians Baseball.
This webcast of Swift Current Indians Baseball is brought to you by Full Line Ag. See them west of the city along Highway 1 and online at fulllineag.com. Thrifty Car Rental. Cars, trucks, and vans available for rent. Great rates for corporate and personal rentals. Call 306-971-4000. Consider a staycation with Home Inn Suites Swift Current. With one of the best amenities packages of any Swift Current hotel, you may not want to leave. With a full-service salon and spa on site, you can pamper yourself with an hour or a day of peaceful relaxation. The kids and kids at heart can have a blast sliding down the water slide and soaking in the whirlpool in our sparkling indoor pool. To book your next stay, visit homeinswiftcurrent.ca or call 1-844-BOOK-D3H. Home Inn Suites Swift Current is a proud supporter of the Swift Current Indians and wish them the best of luck this season.
Gavin Collins, the native of Camp Verde, Arizona, gets the start for the Yorkton Cardinals. With the absence of Cody Rock, who went to play in the Northwoods, you could call Gavin Collins the ace of the staff. Collins in the regular season, 4-2, 4.84 earned run average, 10 appearances, 9 of them starts, 49 strikeouts to 31 walks for Collins. In the regular season, 0-1 versus the Swift Current Indians. It was a hot Wednesday night in June the 15th. Collins pitched in a 10-1 Swift Current Indians win. Collins in that game just over 5 innings pitched, allowing 7 earned runs. So the Tribe have seen Collins once, and it was a productive night for them. However, that was almost 2 months ago, and as anyone who follows this league knows, a lot can happen in 2 months. A lot can change in 2 months.
Leading off for the Swift Current Indians.
Will the Swift Current Indians have an easy time tonight? Yes, we'll see. Shane Doki leading off for the Tribe, hitting .353 this postseason, followed by Al Humphreys, who hits .389, and Liam Goodall hitting .353. The top of the order has paid the bills for the Swift Current Indians in their 4-0 playoff run thus far in 2016. Shane Doki, the native of Howell, Michigan, 2 regular season home runs, getting a little sneaky by showing bunt on the first pitch of the ball game. Gavin Collins pitching to Hunter Hiskey, Luke Wilkinson at first, Chance Wheatley at second, Caden Roshold at short, Dylan Borman at third base. 1-0 pitch to Doki right down the pipe for strike 1. Outfield, Corey Canterbury, Garrett Fort, and Billy Clapperton going left to right. Gavin Collins, 4-2 in the regular season with some solid numbers. Ground ball by Doki. Caden Roshold at short, throw to first, in time and on target, and leadoff hitter Doki is retired on a 1-1 pitch.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 4, Alec Humphreys.
There's been 4 outs thus far in this game. 3 of them have been a 6-3. Alec Humphreys and Caden Roshold looking like they might get a bit of a workout tonight, the 2 teams' respective shortstops. Nothing in 1, the count to Humphreys. Ground ball by Humphreys, and there's the first hit of the ball game. A single by Al down the third base line. He's on at first. Bobbled in left field by Canterbury, but not to the point of doing any damage.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 25, Liam Goodall.
Swift Current Indians certainly win more than they lose if they can set the table by getting the Dokis and the Humphreys of the world on for the Goodalls and the Bodie Coopers in the order. Left fielder Liam Goodall hitting .353. Home run in yesterday's game. As Goodall, solo shot in the 3rd inning. Tribe with a 3-0 win. 2 of those runs coming off solo bombs in the bottom of the 3rd. Goodall and Bodie Cooper went back-to-back. Nothing in 1, the count to the native of Nanaimo, BC, Liam Goodall, who had a phenomenal scholastic year. Baseball year at Embry-Riddle in Florida. Goodall himself, as we've touched on before, a former member of the Yorkton Cardinals, as is his brother Aiden. Yorkton Cardinals, to the best of our knowledge, looking back as far as WMBL readily available records go, this is their first trip past the first round of the playoffs. Al Humphreys in motion, Goodall takes, throw to second base. Not on time. Humphreys swipes a bag. So with only 1 down, Al Humphreys puts himself in scoring position. Goodall taking on that inside fastball. Count is 2-1. Shot by Goodall, fouled off. Hit towards the adjacent midget field.
I think I watched Rugby 7's game when I went to a Rider game. They played it at halftime. Oh, yeah. Like
2-2 pitch, 1 away.
I don't know much about rugby, but I got somewhat of an idea. I get bored watching.
Goodall reaches, ground ball. Stretching for that is Wilkinson at first. Covering at first is Collins. Goodall grounds out via the 3-1. However, Alec Humphreys scurrying to third base.
Bodie Cooper.
Luke Wilkinson going horizontal at first base to grab that ground ball, flipping to Collins just in time. Had that run amok or been misplayed in any way, Humphreys would have been all too eager to scamper home. Good play by first baseman and pitcher to get the second out. Now Bodie Cooper to the plate. Tribe have done so much run manufacturing in this playoff series with 2 down. Can Bodie Cooper find some 2-out magic? Bodie hits that into the backstop. One and two, the count to Bodie. Strike three. Dropped strike three. Cooper thrown out at first. Humphreys stranded at third. That'll do it for the first inning. 1 in the books. And the Swift Current Indians and Yorkton Cardinals.
1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left on.
Are we going to have another low-scoring affair at Mitchell Field? Top of 2 coming up. 0-0. It's Full Line Ag Indians baseball.
This webcast of Swift Current Indians baseball is brought to you by Full Line Ag. See them west of the city along Highway 1 and online at fulllineag.com.
At the Hearing Place, we're making a positive difference in the lives of our clients' hearing health. We are a full-time, fully licensed hearing health care facility. Our goal is to improve and maintain our clients' hearing health with personal attention and ongoing support. As an audiologist with more than 15 years' experience, I work with clients of all ages, including toddlers and newborns. This is not only my vocation, but my passion. When you come into the Hearing Place, you will receive a complete diagnostic hearing evaluation using state-of-the-art equipment. We talk about the specific reasons for your visit and the hearing situations you find most difficult. We then discuss the hearing options that are right for you, your budget, and your lifestyle. The end goal is to ensure you leave with the knowledge and confidence about your future of hearing health. The Hearing Place. For more information, visit www.thehearingplace.ca.
We're back with Full Line Ag Swift Current Indians baseball. Bob St. Pierre, inning number 2 of work for BSP after a 3-up, 3-down, top of 1. Billy Clapperton at the plate for the Yorkton Cardinals. BSP saws off a bat. Al Humphreys on the run, throw to first, and Alec Humphreys. Third time his number's been called this game. Another 6-3.
First baseman number 4, Luke Wilkinson.
Clapperton grounds out to Humphreys, who showed great range on that shot nearly up the middle. Busted bat shot as BSP makes the Cards go through some lumber. Change up now to Luke Wilkinson. Wilkinson, .291 in the regular season, leading the Cardinals with 8 home runs and 43 runs batted in. He's trying to find his playoff swing, though. He's hitting .133 thus far, the native of Bree, California. Cards sticking with him, though. Some heat inside from St. Pierre. Special guest in attendance here. There's the new head coach and general manager of the Swift Current Broncos, Manny Viveros. few weeks ago. Officially hired as the new head coach and director of player personnel in Swifty. Glad to see Manny out supporting the Tribe. Viveros replacing Mark Lamb, who held that post for 7 seasons. He took a job with the Tucson Roadrunners of the American Hockey League. Wilkinson swings through a 3-1. Full count now, 3-2. Swift Current Broncos of the Western Hockey League play their games just a little bit south of here at the Credit Union Iplex in Swift Current. Major junior hockey. 3-2 pitch. Fly ball. Hit up. Foul territory. And Bodie Cooper. Basket catch.
Now batting.
Bodie and K-Mac fighting over that one and exchange a bit of a chuckle. So Wilkinson flies out to the catcher, 2 down here, and Garrett Fort to the plate. Fort, 250 in the playoffs, 289 in the season. Fort, outfielder from Enkenny, Iowa. That's chopped down the first base line and will careen foul.
Sometimes it might fall.
0-2 to Fort. St. Pierre, high heater, just misses. One-two pitch. Ground ball. High hopper. Shane Doki, his number called this time, and he's right on target to Kyle McDonald for the 4-3. That'll do it for the top of 2. BSP and the Swift Current Indians make quick work of the Yorkton Cardinals 4, 5, and 6 hitters. Bottom of 2 coming up, and it's still scoreless. We'll be back shortly with more Full Line Ag. Swift Current Indians baseball.
Indians Baseball is brought to you by Full Line Ag. See them west of the city along Highway 1 and online at fulllineag.com. Simon Auto Sales. Large enough to make a difference, small enough to care. With almost 100 vehicles to choose from, let them show you the Simon Auto Sales difference. Consider a staycation with Home Inn Suites Swift Current. With one of the best amenities packages of any Swift Current hotel, you may not want to leave. With a full-service salon and spa on site, you can pamper yourself with an hour or a day of peaceful relaxation. The kids and kids at heart can have a blast sliding down the water slide and soaking in the whirlpool in our sparkling indoor pool. To book your next stay, visit homeinswiftcurrent.ca or call 1-844-BOOK-D3H. Home Inn Suites Swift Current is a proud supporter of the Swift Current Indians and wish them the best of luck this season.
We're back with Full Line Ag. Swift Current Indians baseball scoreless after 1.5. Bottom of 2 coming up. Swift Current Indians set to take to the sticks here. Alex Schultz leading off.
Leading off for the Swift Current Indians, the right fielder, number 29, Alex Schultz.
Schultz, Zerbis, McDonald do up for the Indians. 5, 6, 7 in their order. Schultz, 278 hitter. Big shout out to Alex's mom, Heidi, who brought us a snack treat. I guess in the States they call it puppy chow. It's like powdered sugar, cereal. Not sure what the other ingredients are, but it is unreal. That's what's powering the broadcast tonight. Pitch inside to Schultz. That'll make things 1-1. Switch hitter Schultz going lefty against the right-handed pitcher from Arizona, Collins.
You come to the game, we'll pay you $40.
1-1 pitch, Schultz, big hack. Put the count at 1-2. Kind of a glum August day. Forecaster kept changing his mind as to whether or not it was going to rain tonight, but cloudy conditions already have the lights on here at Mitchell Field as Schultz painfully fouls that ball off of himself. And stays alive in this exchange with Gavin Collins. $18 pitches so far for the starting pitcher for the Cardinals, Collins. Schultz leading off here for the Tribe in the bottom of 2. Scoreless tie thus far, as it was yesterday until the bottom of the 3rd inning when the Swift Current Indians busted that up with back-to-back home runs from Liam Goodall and Bodie Cooper. One-two pitch. Ground ball by Schultz. Hit to Wilkinson at first. Wilkinson flips to Collins, who's there in a hurry to cover. Schultz! Did he get there in time? A little bit of a malfunction at the junction between first baseman and pitcher on that flip to 1. And Alex Schultz with
Now
more than
batting
enough
the third
speed to get
baseman,
there.
Number 40, Kyle Zerbis.
Not the prettiest hit of his career, but Schultz will take that infield single. And that'll bring Kyle Zerbis to the plate. Leadoff man is on for the Swift Current Indians. A play that should have been had for the Yorkton Cardinals. And the Swift Current Indians make them pay for that mix-up. Zerbis thinking bunt, and that travels foul. So 1 strike to Zerbis after that bunt careened foul. Fouled off by Zerbis. Ball traveling out of here in a hurry. Zerbis with a good swing on it, just a little bit behind it. Another 0-2 forthcoming to the Swift Current Indians. Third baseman Zerbis strikes out at some high heat. Schultz touches safe at first.
Now batting the first baseman, number 13, Kyle McDonald.
Mississauga's Kyle McDonald to the plate. McDonald. 250 in this playoff series. Wind blowing in from right field all day. That's died down now, and for a power hitter like McDonald, who hits from the left side of the plate, he's got to be happy about that. Yeah, the wind was pretty much in McDonald's face today, but there's the flag in right field. Ground ball by McDonald, potential for 2 here. Cards turn 4, 6, and 3. Their first double play of the series. And the Swift Current Indians, a team that doesn't hit into a lot of double plays,
No runs.
Ends the second inning with a 4-6-3 as McDonald grounds into 2. No runs yet in this one. History repeating. Top of 3 coming up. This is Full Line Ag, Swift Current Indians baseball.
Please go to the
This webcast of Swift Current Indians baseball is brought to you by Full Line Ag. See them west of the city along Highway 1 and online at fulllineag.com.
At the Hearing Place, we're making a positive difference in the lives of our clients' hearing health. We are a full-time, fully licensed hearing health care facility. Our goal is to improve and maintain our clients' hearing health with personal attention and ongoing support. As an audiologist with more than 15 years experience, I work with clients of all ages, including toddlers and newborns. This is not only my vocation, but my passion. When you come into the Hearing Place, you will receive a complete diagnostic hearing evaluation using state-of-the-art equipment. We talk about the specific reasons for your visit and the hearing situations you find most difficult. We then discuss the hearing options that are right for you, your budget, and your lifestyle. The end goal is to ensure you leave with the knowledge and confidence about your future of hearing health. The Hearing Place. For more information, visit www.thehearingplace.ca.
Welcome back to Full Line Ag, Swift Current Indians baseball. Dylan Borman leading off for Yorkton. Borman, Wheatley, Rosholt, 7-8-9 due up for the Cardinals. Two and 1 the count. Big hack and a big miss from Borman. 2-2 count. Here's the 2-2 from St. Pierre, just a bit outside. Full count now. Three-two pitch. First base runner of the game for the Yorkton Cardinals as Borman has walked in 6.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 3, Chance Wheatley.
Started young. I started like sipping my dad's Labatt's Life Back when I was 4.
Ground ball. Potential for 2. 5, 4, 3. Tribe turn 2. And just like that, the first base runner of the game for the Yorkton Cardinals is promptly erased. As Chance Wheatley grounds into that 5-4-3.
One time before they discovered Pilsner. That's life,
Fly ball, center field. Moreno. No runs, no hits, nobody left on, nothing like that. We are still scoreless.
No runs.
Bottom of 3 coming up.
And no one left on after 2.5 innings. It is
Tribe on the
scoreless
sticks
between the Swift Current
after
Indians
these.
and the Yorkton Cardinals.
This webcast of Swift Current Indians baseball is brought to you by Full Line Ag. See them west of the city along Highway 1 and online at fulllineag.com. Thrifty Car Rental. Cars, trucks, and vans available for rent. Great rates for corporate and personal rentals. Call 306-971-4000. Try your luck at Smoke Signals. The progressive jackpot will be awarded before it hits $2 million, and right now it's just over $1 million. Any spin can win, and you could be Sega's next millionaire. Check out other progressive machines, Life of Luxury, and Rider Nation. Live it up at Living Sky Casino.
Living Sky Casino. Living Sky.
Use your game sense.
We're back with Full Line Egg Baseball, bottom of the third inning. Rivas,
Leading off for
Moreno,
the
Doki.
Indians, the designated hitter, number 8, Luis Rivas.
Third inning last night is where the Swift Current Indians pulled away from the Cardinals with those 2 home runs. There's been 2 hits in this baseball game, both by the Swift Current Indians. Bottom of the third, Luis Rivas. Foul ball into the backstop. Rivas hitting .400 for the Swift Current Indians. Going into the playoffs, it was expected that Rivas might see the odd pinch hit here and there and maybe catch every few games. However, the injury to Thomas DeBonville has forced Rivas to become an everyday player, and he certainly hasn't looked out of place. 400 batting average, and he's seen action in every game of these playoffs. Fouls off that 0-2.
Yeah, trying to get that foul ball and bring it back to the souvenir booth to get a loony.
Fouled back by Rivas. Count 0-2, Collins versus Rivas. Here comes pitch number 5 in this at-bat. That's up, 1-2. Rivas out of Fort Worth, Texas, Vernon College. Ground ball. It's hit to Wheatley at second. Makes that throw on the run, and the Cardinals take care of Rivas.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 7, Tobias Moreno.
What a postseason for Tobias Moreno. .462 average. Hits at key times. Moreno, the unofficial series MVP against the Weyburn Beavers. Fastball from Collins, just outside to Toby Moreno. 2-0 count. Top of the order on deck for the Swift Current Indians. Pitch catches the outside corner. 2-1 count. Moreno out of Jacksonville, Florida. Fastball is up, 3-1 count to Tobias. Shot by Moreno. Well hit ball up the middle. And Tobias has the Swift Current Indians' third hit of the ball game. The number 9 guy gets himself on base yet again.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 6, Shane Doki.
One out shot from Moreno. So Moreno he's got some jets at first base now. Check swing by Doki. And ball 1 on pitch in the dirt. Doki grounded out to short his last time up, but continues to hit .333 in this postseason of 2016.
What do you say, Sixer? Baby?
1-0 pitch. Outside. Gavin Collins pitching to Hunter Hiskey, Luke Wilkinson at first base, Wheatley at second, Rosholt at short, Dylan Borman at third base, Canterbury, Fort, and Clapperton the outfield, left to right. Two-0 pitch with Moreno in motion. Throw to second base on target, but not in time. Tobias Moreno. And an overthrow. How about an extra base for Tobias? That's what Tobias Moreno will do. You know he's fast, and Hunter Hiskey knew that he had to make a good, hard throw to second base. That throw getting through the infield, and Moreno advances himself to scoring position with only one out here in the bottom of the third inning.
That's 2-1.
2-1 count. Collins. Count now 3-1 with Moreno just a few feet away from home plate. MVP on deck, Alec Humphreys. Cardinals want to get this out here. Strike 2.
Okay, good job. Go and throw strike, all right? Go and throw strike.
3-2 pitch. Ooh, that gets away from everyone. And Tobias Moreno comes in to score. Schreiber on the board on a ball 4 that just sailed past the chin of Doki.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 4, Alec Humphreys.
Doki walked on a high heater inside. That went over top of Hunter Hiskey. Tobias Moreno at third base brings in the Tribe's first run. How about Moreno? Single, steal, advances to third on the overthrow, and then on the wild pitch scores. The number 9 hitter again for the Swift Current Indians gets on and gets greasy, and the Tribe up 1-0 in the third. Shane Doki checked at first. Pitch to Humphreys just a bit out in this righty-on-righty matchup, and that'll bring Hunter Hiskey out to have a quick chat with Collins. Two-0 pitch. Strike called to Humphreys. Bottom of the third inning, Swift Current Indians have got their first run of the ball game here. Fastball up to Humphreys. Count is 3-1. Liam Goodall, Swift's regular season RBI leader, is on deck. Goodall with 4 RBI in the postseason as well, hitting .333. Humphreys 1 for 1 this game with a single, 3-1. And Humphreys lifts that into center field, but that's going to be right into the mid of Garrett Fort. Makes the catch. Shane Doki retreats back to first.
The left fielder, number 25, Liam Goodall.
Well hit ball by Alec Humphreys, but put it not too far away from where Fort was situated. And the native of Midlothian, Texas, heads back to the dugout. Nanaimo BC's Liam Goodall. Ground ball by Goodall. Third base, taken by Borman. One hop, throws to first, and in time to get Liam Goodall. Swift Current Indians will strand Shane Doki, but they will score one as Tobias Moreno singled, stole, and then scored on a wild pitch. 1-0 Tribe after 3, top of 4, and Bobby St. Pierre back on the mound when we return with Indians baseball.
Over to Yorkton Cardinals.
This webcast of Swift Current Indians baseball is brought to you by Full Line Ag. See them west of the city along Highway 1 and online at fulllineag.com. Simon Auto Sales. Large enough to make a difference, small enough to care. With almost 100 vehicles to choose from, let them show you the Simon Auto Sales difference. Consider a staycation with Home Inn Suites Swift Current. With one of the best amenities packages of any Swift Current hotel, you may not want to leave. With a full-service salon and spa on site, you can pamper yourself with an hour or a day of peaceful relaxation. The kids and kids at heart can have a blast sliding down the water slide and soaking in the whirlpool in our sparkling indoor pool. To book your next stay, visit homeinswiftcurrent.ca or call 1-844-BOOK-D3H. Home Inn Suites Swift Current is a proud supporter of the Swift Current Indians and wish them the best of luck this season.
Daniel McFarland threw 8 was the one hit for the Yorkton Cardinals yesterday. The Tribe get him this time. As he grounds out to Shane Doki.
Number 15, Corey Canterbury.
Top of the order now for the Cardinals. Yorkton has had one base runner this game. Dylan Borman walked. 3 hits in this ball game. All off the bats of Swift Current Indians. We're in the top of the 4th inning. Bobby St. Pierre. That was pitch number 39 of his evening. Swing and a miss as Canterbury takes a big hack. Fly ball.
It's
going to get out of here, foul.
And bring it back to the souvenir booth to get a loony.
Count 0-2 to Canterbury. Slider. Back to Bobby. Take care of business by flipping to Kyle McDonald. Two Sons of Ontario connect there on that 1-3. Windsor's Bobby St. Pierre and Mississauga's Kyle McDonald. Hunter Hiskey, who flew out to center field, and Tobias Moreno, his last trip to the plate up now. It's probably the most well-hit ball off of St. Pierre. Shot that Tobias Moreno had to take a little bit of a jog to corral. 0-1 the count to Hiskey after fouling that off. Righty on lefty matchup. Fastball inside, pad save by Bodie Cooper. And things getting crossed up a little bit there between pitcher and catcher. St. Pierre and Cooper will make sure they're on the same page with signs as Bodie looked to be expecting slider and he got some cheese. One. Fastball in. 2-1. St. Pierre right across the plate, but just a little bit low. And the count will be 3-1 to Hunter Hiskey. Hiskey 222 in the playoffs after a 365 regular season, and he'll take a walk here. Second one issued by St. Pierre.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 24, Billy Clapperton.
2-out walk and Billy Clapperton. Clapperton, 5 hits and 15 at-bats in these 2016 playoffs. 313 average for Clapperton. 347 in the regular season with a home run and 26 runs batted in. So a guy who is dangerous with the stick in the regular season, not showing any signs of slowing down in the postseason, is Clapperton. 0-1 the count to him with 1 on. Slider from St. Pierre. Clapperton's out in front of it. Strike 2. Called strike 3. First strikeout of the game for Bob St. Pierre as Clapperton caught looking at that fastball. 4 up, 3 down. Bottom of 4 coming up. Tribe lead at 1-0.
No runs, no hits.
We're back shortly with more Full Line Ag baseball.
This webcast of Swift Current Indians baseball is brought to you by Full Line Ag. See them west of the city along Highway 1 and online at fulllineag.com.
At the Hearing Place, we're making a positive difference in the lives of our clients' hearing health. We are a full-time, fully licensed hearing health care facility. Our goal is to improve and maintain our clients' hearing health with personal attention and ongoing support. As an audiologist with more than 15 years' experience, I work with clients of all ages, including toddlers and newborns. This is not only my vocation, but my passion. When you come into the Hearing Place, you will receive a complete diagnostic hearing evaluation using state-of-the-art equipment. We talk about the specific reasons for your visit and the hearing situations you find most difficult. We then discuss the hearing options that are right for you, your budget, and your lifestyle. The end goal is to ensure you leave with the knowledge and confidence about your future of hearing health. The Hearing Place. For more information, visit www.thehearingplace.ca.
Welcome back, Full Line Ag, Swift Current Indians baseball. Bodie Cooper, Alex Schultz, Kyle Zerbis. 4, 5, 6 in the Tribe order.
Leading off for the Swift Current Indians, the catcher, number 5, Bodie Cooper.
Bodie struck out his last time up. 1-0 lead for the Swift Current Indians. They got that run in the bottom of the third. Tobias Moreno singling. Stealing second. Going to third base on a missed throw at second and then scoring on a wild pitch. So Tobias Moreno making things happen in the third. Bodie Cooper behind 0-2 here. Fly ball by Bodie. Fly right out of here, foul. Ground ball by Bodie. Charged by Borman. That's a tough play. Throw to first. Thrown away. Bodie Cooper's going to scamper to second base here on that missed throw. And Bodie Cooper gets all the way to second. High degree of difficulty play for Dylan Borman.
Number 29, Alex Schultz.
Had to run in on that throw. And just missing the first baseman. So Bodie Cooper moves to second. Alex Schultz to the plate now. Schultz 1 for 1, infield single the last time he was up. Gavin Collins. Pitch number 52 of the game as Schultz gets that bunt down. Collins gathers it up, throws to first. Cardinals get Alex Schultz, but advancing to third base is Bodie Cooper.
The third baseman, number 40, Kyle Zerbis.
So Alex Schultz drops that sacrifice bunt. There's only one out now. Zerbis 0 for 1, striking out the lone strikeout victim thus far of Gavin Collins, starting righty for the Yorkton squad. Fastball out. Kyle McDonald on deck. Two-0 pitch forthcoming to Zerbis. Zerbis fouls that off the protective masking of Hiskey. It's a tough catcher right there. Not even flinching at that one, redirected off his mask. Two-one count with one down. Bodie Cooper at third base. Fastball into Zerbis, 3-1. Zerbis hitting .250 in the postseason. On deck is Kyle McDonald hitting .235. McDonald struggled in the first-round series against the Weyburn Beavers until he had a monstrous game number 3 where he went 4 for 4, including the game-winning run batted in. As Bodie Cooper waits at third base, Kyle Zerbis fouls that off. Count 3-2. 3-2 pitch to Bodie. Fouls off another one. Pitch number 58 by Collins. Bottom of the 4th. Yorkton since the beginning of July, 19-6 in the pre- and postseason. That includes yesterday's game as fastball up, Kyle Zerbis walks.
Now batting the first
Runners on the
baseman,
corners
number
for Kyle
13,
McDonald now.
Kyle McDonald.
Yorkton Cardinals coach Bryn Biancalana is going to come out, have a quick chat with his pitcher and catcher. One down, 2 on. Kyle McDonald. First pitch foul. Nothing and 1 the count to McDonald. 1 out. Runners on the corners. Fouled off. Take by McDonald on an 0-2 on a pitch that didn't miss by much. Count 1-2. McDonald, most walks per at-bats in the regular season for the Tribe. Runners on the corners. Kyle Zerbis looked back to first. .62 pitches thrown thus far by Gavin Collins. 1-2 the count to McDonald. 4 home runs in the regular season for McDonald. 22 runs batted in. 1-2 pitch. Zerbis in motion. Ground ball. They're going to get McDonald at first. A run will come in to score. Zerbis will hit second, and it's 2-0 for the Swift Current Indians. As Bodie Cooper happily touches home plate.
Now batting
after he reached on an error early.
Luis Rivas.
RBI for Carl McDonald, who grounds out and drives in a run in the process, and his teammates appreciate him for it. Hit and run on that play. As a double play, not an option for the Yorkton Cardinals. Now Luis Rivas. There's a shot that's going to hop in front of center field. Rounding third and heading for home is Kyle Zerbis. And Luis Rivas. RBI single for the mustachioed catcher from Fort
Now
Worth.
batting the center fielder, number 7, Tobias Moreno.
And the Swift Current Indians, 3-0 lead here in the bottom of the 4th. Fastball, just a bit out. Bob St. Pierre for the Tribe. First team All-Star pitcher, 7-3 in the regular season. Only one start at home for Bobby as well. So Bobby being able to do all that, accomplish all that, and playing 9/10 of his season in hostile territory. Swift Current Indians have given a pitcher that many call the best in the league in terms of starters some run support here. Curveball, just a bit up. Tobias Moreno to the plate. Moreno got scrappy and helped the Swift Current Indians to their first run. Singling, stealing, scampering to third base on a missed throw to second, and then scoring on a wild pitch. Ground ball by Moreno. It's fouled off. Deuce is wild now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away. Three-two pitch. Just fouled down the first base line by Moreno. Three-two pitch. Rivas in motion, and another one fouled down the first base line by Tobias. Tobias Moreno, batting average of .500 in the playoffs coming into this at-bat. And he's going to add to it with a solid single. Luis Rivas was already on the run, and that gets past Garrett Fort. Rivas being sent home. Tobias Moreno on with a double. Luis Rivas get loose some oxygen, scoring all the way from first on what looked like a single from Moreno. Luis huffing and puffing, but the Tribe are now up 4.
Now batting.
How about Moreno? Another single.
Shane Toki.
Four 0 lead now for the Swift Current Indians, bottom of the 4th inning. Tobias Moreno, what an at-bat for him. Scrapping it out with Gavin Collins. 3-2 pitch with Rivas already in motion. Singles to center field. That baseball getting past Garrett Fort in center, and that allowed Luis Rivas, who will be the first to tell you he's not the most mobile guy on the team, but Rivas scoring all the way from first on a single. That misplay in center field allowed the Tribe to go up a field goal and a rouge here. Tobias Moreno! Oh no! The scrappy center fielder, Tobias Moreno, getting in the dome of the pitcher. Orchestrating a throw into the outfield, and the Tribe up 5-0. Second time this game, Moreno scored. Second time he's done so in scrappy fashion. 5-0 Tribe. Base is now empty for top of the order and Shane Doki. 3-0 fastball is strike one. Doki 0 for 1, walked his last time up. Check swing by Doki. Pitch placed in the strike zone. Count 3-2 with 2 away. Three-two pitch. Fouled off by Doki. Activity in the Cards bullpen. As Shane Doki has walked, and that is number 9. We need our camera to get the close-up, just with those red-on-red jersey numbers for the Cardinals. So just wanted to confirm that it was Trevor Wallace, the native of Mount Vernon, Texas, warming up in the Cards bullpen. Shane Doki gets his second walk of the game with 2 out. So once again, the Tribe with 2 outs. Rivas hit that baseball that brought in a run. Tobias Moreno hit home Luis Rivas from first, and Shane Doki with a walk. That's what the Tribe have done here with 2 outs in this 4-run bottom of the 4th. Fouled towards the Cards dugout by Humphreys. Swing and a miss, 1-2. One-two pitch, Doki in motion. Hit and run on. That ball into the screen from Humphreys came off the 83rd pitch of the game from Collins. One hopper, 2-2. Two-two pitch, Doki in motion. Throw to second base, not in time. Another swipe bag for the Swift Current Indians. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down here. 4-run, 4th inning for the Indians, who lead at 5-0.
Hey, catch him in, huh? 3-2, yeah.
Liam Goodall on deck, the MVP at the plate. Humphreys 1 for 2 this game. Fastball. Humphreys flies that up. Chance Wheatley at second base. Makes the catch, and that'll do it for the Swift Current Indians, who have a 4-run fourth inning and now have a 5-0 lead. Bob St. Pierre doesn't give up many, and he has ample run support now.
3 errors and 1 man left on.
Top of 5 coming up. We'll be back shortly with Full Line Ag, Swift Current Indians Baseball.
This webcast of Swift Current Indians Baseball is brought to you by Full Line Ag. See them west of the city along Highway 1 and online at fulllineag.com. Thrifty Car Rental. Cars, trucks, and vans available for rent. Great rates for corporate and personal rentals. Call 306-971-4000.
Well, we're celebrating our third Rider Nation Progressive Jackpot in the last 2 months, just under 2 months. So we're really pleased to have our winner here and his friend, and celebrate with them and present the check to them. It went off, and what happened? What was the experience like?
Exploded and I died.
Yeah, you did.
No, I was excited after. Took a while to sink in.
We're really excited for the Rider Progressive machine here, slot machine here. It's very popular, and hopefully, you never know, you might be the next winner.
We're back with Full Line Ag, Swift Current Indians Baseball. Luke Wilkinson leads off for the Yorkton Cardinals against Bob St. Pierre and the Tribe. Top of the 5th, a 5-0 lead for the hometown Indians. Wilkinson, Fort, Borman due up. Fastball from St. Pierre doesn't miss by much. (2-1). Ground ball. Shane Doke. Looping throw to first.
Now batting tonight's beer batter, the center fielder, number 5, Garrett Fort.
One out in the top of the 5th. Cardinals have been limited to just 2 base runners this game, both via walk. That hops into Shane Doke's glove, and a nice play by Doke and a good play by Kyle McDonald.
Beer is on sale, 2 for $8. Coolers, 2 for $10 until the end of this inning. Now batting the third baseman, number 23, Dylan Borman.
That's a tough play for Doke, and he's smiling about that because that ball took a funny hop right into his glove. It was a good throw by Doke and a good job to position himself to make that throw, but maybe a hint of luck involved with that baseball landing in his glove the way it did. It's got to be good to be lucky. 2 down here. Dylan Borman, who walked this game, one of 2 Cardinals base runners, flies that ball off.
Kids, run and get that foul ball and bring it back to the souvenir booth to get a Lumi.
It's been a sunny night, or a cloudy night rather, but the sun's starting to peek beneath the clouds as it sets. Sun really in the eyes of Alex Schultz out in right field, as Borman fouls that into the backstop. Schultz dealing with a bit of sun. Oh, 0-2 pitch. Fastball just a hint up. 5-0 lead for the Swift Current Indians. 4 runs in the 4th. 1 in the 3rd. Reaching for that is Borman. Shane Doki is there to make the catch. And Shane Doki factors into all 3 outs. Couple ground outs. And that fly out to the Swift Current Indians second baseman.
No runs, no
Busy
hits,
top of
no
the 5th
errors,
for
and
Shane
no one
Doki.
left on.
Score
After
remains
4.5
5-0.
innings,
We'll see if the Swift Current Indians can add to it when we return with Full Line Ag. Swift Current Indians
Fans,
baseball.
program number 103188.
This webcast of Swift Current Indians baseball is brought to you by Full Line Ag. See them west of the city along Highway 1 and online at fulllineag.com. Thrifty Car Rental. Cars, trucks, and vans available for rent. Great rates for corporate and personal rentals. Call 306-971-4000. Consider a staycation with Home Inn Suites Swift Current. With one of the best amenities packages of any Swift Current hotel, you may not want to leave. With a full-service salon and spa on site, you can pamper yourself with an hour or a day of peaceful relaxation. The kids and kids at heart can have a blast sliding down the water slide and soaking in the whirlpool in our sparkling indoor pool. To book your next stay, visit homeinswiftcurrent.ca or call 1-844-BOOK-D3H. Home Inn Suites Swift Current is a proud supporter of the Swift Current Indians and wish them the best of luck this season.
Leading off forward, the Swift Current Indians, the left fielder, number 25, Liam Goodall.
Goodall, Cooper, Schultz, 3-4-5 due up for the Tribe. Bottom of the 5th and a 5-0 lead. Liam Goodall trying to add to it. Showing bunt. Fastball zips in from Collins. Ball 1 inside. Collins, another fastball inside to Goodall. Now one catches the inside part of the plate for strike 1, 2-1. Three pitches inside to Goodall, and one finally connects with him.
Now batting, the catcher, number 5, Bodie Cooper.
I don't think Goodall's done anything to draw the ire of the Yorkton Cardinals, but you have to wonder about what's going on there. 4th pitch of that at bat gets him. 2 that were quite inside, 1 that was a strike on the inside part of the plate. First hit batsman of the game. For Collins. He's walked 3. Swing and a miss by Cooper. Fastball up to Bodie. 2-1. Breaking ball. That'll be strike 2 to Cooper. 2-2 with 1 on. Nobody away. 5-0 lead for the Swift Current Indians. Bottom of the 5th inning. Here on another edition of Full Line Ag Swift Current Indians baseball. Two-two pitch. Good all in motion. Throw to second base on time and on target.
Now batting, the right fielder, number
and Bodie
29,
Cooper striking out as well.
Schultz.
So a double whammy for the Yorkton Cardinals. There's now Alex Schultz. Infield single and a successful sack bunt. His last 2 at-plate endeavors. Swing and a miss from Schultz. Count 0-1. Five 0 lead for the Swift Current Indians, getting into the late stages of a ball game. Ground ball by Schultz. Hopper to Wilkinson. Wilkinson flips to first, and this time the Cardinals connect the dots and take care of Schultz via a 3-1. There's not much doing for the Swift Current Indians. Liam Goodall hit by a pitch, but then caught stealing second.
5 innings complete, it's 5-0.
5 innings in the books, top of 6 coming up. 5-0 Tribe on Full Line Ag Baseball.
This webcast of Swift Current Indians baseball is brought to you by Full Line Ag. See them west of the city along Highway 1 and online at fulllineag.com.
At the Hearing Place, we're making a positive difference in the lives of our clients' hearing health. We are a full-time, fully licensed hearing health care facility. Our goal is to improve and maintain our clients' hearing health with personal attention and ongoing support. As an audiologist with more than 15 years' experience, I work with clients of all ages, including toddlers and newborns. This is not only my vocation, but my passion. When you come into the Hearing Place, you will receive a complete diagnostic hearing evaluation using state-of-the-art equipment. We talk about the specific reasons for your visit and the hearing situations you find most difficult. We then discuss the hearing options that are right for you, your budget, and your lifestyle. The end goal is to ensure you leave with the knowledge and confidence about your future of hearing health. The Hearing Place. For more information, visit www.thehearingplace.ca.
Chance Wheatley leading off. And there is the first hit of the ballgame for the Yorkton Cardinals.
Now batting.
So Bob St. Pierre goes 5 for the Swift Current Indians without surrendering a hit before Chance Wheatley manages to single here in the top of the 6th. Not a baseball blasted off Bob St. Pierre by any means, but a bleeder gives the Cards their first hit of the game. Oh no, and this ball just isn't going to go foul. Yes, it does eventually. Or no, it doesn't.
Now batting. The
So a
designated
bunt
hitter,
single
number 14,
from
Daniel McFarland.
Caden Rosholt. So back-to-back singles for the Cards. have 2 on here with none out. Cardinals threatening. Now McFarland shows bunt, but St. Pierre pumps that fastball past him for strike 1.
Woo! Canada 1 for onset. Seems funny. Did they? Canada 4x100 meter freestyle relay.
Breaking ball from St. Pierre. And ball 1.
Did I mention that or people keep yelling? Okay.
It's a good looking slider from Bobby. Looked really good from up here, but maybe not as good from down there. Fouled off by McFarland.
They qualified third in that event, so I was kind of hoping they would get a medal.
Swung on and missed. Strike 3, and McFarland goes down swinging at the high heat of St. Pierre. 1 down. Still 2 on.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 15, Corey Canterbury.
Yorkton Cardinals with their first 2 hits of this baseball game in the top of the 6th. A single from Chance Wheatley, just a roller that was too far away from Shane Doakey or Kyle McDonald. Now there's the potential for 2 here. 4, 6, 3, and that's enough of that. Cards knock on the door. Tribe do not answer. Canterbury grinds into a double play. 1 left on, a couple hits for the Yorkton Cardinals. Head to the bottom of the 6th, and it is still 5-0 for the Swift Current Indians.
2 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on.
We're back shortly with more Full Line Ag Swift Current Indians baseball.
In favor of the Swift Current Indians over the Yorkton Cardinals.
This webcast of Swift Current Indians baseball is brought to you by Full Line Ag. See them west of the city along Highway 1 and online at fulllineag.com. Simon Auto Sales. Large enough to make a difference, small enough to care. With almost 100 vehicles to choose from, let them show you the Simon Auto Sales difference. Consider a staycation with Home Inn Suites Swift Current. With one of the best amenities packages of any Swift Current hotel, you may not want to leave. With a full-service salon and spa on site, you can pamper yourself with an hour or a day of peaceful relaxation. The kids and kids at heart can have a blast sliding down the water slide and soaking in the whirlpool in our sparkling indoor pool. To book your next stay, visit homeinswiftcurrent.ca or call 1-844-BOOK-D3H. Home Inn Suites Swift Current is a proud supporter of the Swift Current Indians and wish them the best of luck this season.
We're back with Full Line Ag, Swift Current Indians baseball. It's Ryan Schweitzer, bottom of the 6th rather. 5-0 lead for the Swift Current Indians. New pitcher for the Yorkton Cardinals is Trevor Wallace, who had been warming up in the bullpen, comes in here to face the Tribe in the 6th. Gavin Collins, 5 innings, 5 hits, 5 runs, only 1 of them earned. Striking out 3 and walking 5, facing 23 Swift Current Indians hitters. So Trevor Wallace comes in, pitch in relief for the Cards. Kyle Zerbis up to bat. Wallace in the regular season, 18 appearances, 1 start, 22 and a third innings of work, allowing 23 hits, 20 runs, only 11 earned, striking out 26 and walking 13, 3-2 on the year. 4.43 earned run average for the native of Mount Vernon, Texas. So some solid numbers in relief for Wallace. Zerbis, McDonald, Rivas. Wallace's first postseason appearance here in Swift. And Kyle Zerbis out in front of a changeup. That'll be strike 3.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 13, Kyle McDonald. Everybody on the right.
Last time McDonald was up, he grounded out to second base, but brought a run in while doing so as part of that 4-run inning for the Tribe.
Ran in some kind of metaphorical sense. Oh, yeah. There we go. I'm cap. There we go.
1-0 count.
Bunches now.
Fouled off by McDonald. 1-1 the count. We'll have full line Ag Tribe baseball for you tomorrow night at 7:05 in Yorkton. Game number 3. And we'll have game number 4 if necessary as well. On Monday night. 7:05 start for tomorrow's game. Double checked on that. It is a Sunday game, but they are going to go with the 7:05. Curveball from Wallace, and strike 2 called to McDonald. At 7:05 start in Yorkton suits the Swift Current Indians just fine. Jubilee Park can be a tough baseball field to hit in during the day with a white building for a hitter's eye, not unlike what Weyburn has. So, a few innings under the lights in Yorkton for an offensive team like the Swift Current Indians suits them just fine. Two and 2 the count to McDonald. Check swing. Did he go? No, he didn't, says Trevor Drury. Trevor Wallace in on relief. 3-2 count with 1 down. And Kyle McDonald, who took plenty of walks in the regular season, gets the pass to first base.
Designated hitter, number 8, Luis Rivas.
RBI single from Rivas his last time up. Rivas 1 for 2 this game with a run scored and an RBI. Kyle McDonald on at first. Bottom of the 6th inning, 5-0 lead for the Swift Current Indians.
If both series are sweeps, we can start as early as Tuesday, right? Yeah.
1-0 count to Rivas. Quick check over at first by Wallace. As McDonald slides in.
Not his best.
Fastball for strike 1 on Rivas.
Zone is expanding. Wants to watch the swimming.
1-1 pitch, 1 away. Runner on at first. Oh. Pitch gets away from Wallace. Curveball that he let go of a little bit earlier than normal.
Yeah, Luke Whitecheck. Pitcher.
2-1 pitch. Strike 2 called. And that'll do it. 2 strikeouts Now for Wallace as Rivas goes down.
Now batting the center fielder, number 7, Tobias Moreno.
So the scrappy Tobias Moreno to the plate now. Shot by Moreno. It's going to be a tough play for Canterbury in left. He lays it out, and that baseball gets past him. Tobias Moreno heads to second base. Kyle McDonald chugging home. And K-Mac touches home plate. Tobias Moreno. Gets to second base.
The second baseman, number 6, Shane Doki.
Corey Canterbury tried to make a diving catch in left field. It was a high risk, high reward that didn't quite work out for the left fielder as he dove. That ball got past him. Kyle McDonald able to rumble, stumble, and bumble all the way home. And Tobias Moreno now on at second base, and the Swift Current Indians have a 6-0 lead. And Shane Doki wears one. And that'll bring Bryn Biancalano to talk to his relief pitcher.
Now batting the shortstop, number 4, Alec Humphreys.
League MVP, Alec Humphreys, with 2 on and 2 out.
Edmonton's up 3-1. I'm gonna update that game.
Peterson. So 0-1 count now to Humphreys. 2 runners on. Liam Goodall on deck. Breaking ball fouled off by Humphreys. Wilkinson thinks he might have a play, but that'll escape Mitchell Field's playing area. Nothing in 2 the count to Humphreys.
Take that kind of thing for granted.
Runners in motion, double steal. And that's strike 3 as Humphreys goes down swinging. 2 are stranded, but 1 more scores. And after the 6th inning, Tribe up 6-0. Tribe leading 6 after 6. Top of 7 coming up. St. Pierre back on the mound, and we're back shortly with more Full Line Ag Indians baseball.
This webcast of Swift Current Indians baseball is brought to you by Full Line Ag. See them west of the city along Highway 1 and online at fulllineag.com.
At the Hearing Place, we're making a positive difference in the lives of our clients' hearing health. We are a full-time, fully licensed hearing health care facility. Our goal is to improve and maintain our clients' hearing health with personal attention and ongoing support. As an audiologist with more than 15 years' experience, I work with clients of all ages, including toddlers and newborns. This is not only my vocation, but my passion. When you come into the Hearing Place, you will receive a complete diagnostic hearing evaluation using state-of-the-art equipment. We talk about the specific reasons for your visit and the hearing situations you find most difficult. We then discuss the hearing options that are right for you, your budget, and your lifestyle. The end goal is to ensure you leave with the knowledge and confidence about your future of hearing health. The Hearing Place. For more information, visit www.thehearingplace.ca.
We're back with Full Line Ag, Swift Current Indians baseball, 7th inning. Top of 6-0 lead for the Swift Current Indians. Hunter Hiskey leads off for Cardinals. Hiskey, Clapperton, Wilkinson, 3-4-5.
In our favor, don't question it.
0-2 the count. With the Tribe up 6, strike zone seems to have gotten a little bit swollen here. Not so much that last fastball was called for a strike, but 1-2 the count here. There's strike 3. Strikeout number 3 of the game for Bob St. Pierre.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 24, Billy Clapperton.
St. Pierre, 6+ innings, allowing just 2 hits, walking 2, striking out 3. Last inning for Bobby in the top of the 6th. It was back-to-back singles, one a bleeder just too far away for McDonald or Doki to get to, and then the other one a bunt single that Kyle Zerbis was waiting to go foul. So a bleeder and a bunt that didn't go foul, the 2 blemishes on BSP's game thus far. One ball, 1 strike, 1 down here.
Oh, what is it? What did you say that poor dog? Where is it?
It's fouled off. No one's going to be able to get to that.
That's Hans Moleman. That, from The Simpsons, that film, Hans Moleman presents man getting hit by football. That's the sound he made. When he got hit with the football.
1-2 the count. With 1 away. Oh, there's a slider from BSP. Strike 3. And Clapperton knew it.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 4, Luke Wilkinson.
The dominating Bobby St. Pierre. Has been spot on tonight for the Swift Current Indians thus far through 6 2/3. Now Luke Wilkinson to the plate. Slider that stayed in. Count 1-0. Wilkinson's flown out to the catcher and grounded out to second base. Fastball. And that's going to be a single for Wilkinson. Luke Wilkinson hitting just 118 in the playoffs.
The center fielder, number 5, Garrett Ford.
But he sees something he can drive and gives the Cardinals their 3rd hit of the baseball game, and really the first well-hit ball off Bob St. Pierre. Garrett Ford to the plate. 0 for 2, grounding out to Shane Doki, his last 2 at-bats. So, spray chart for this game aimed right at the Swift Current Indians' second baseman. Ground ball. This one could be trouble. Nope, Shane Doki, nice play. Just flips it to McDonald. A dribbler to first, and that'll do it for the Yorkton Cardinals. As Shane Doki, nice little touch to Kyle McDonald. One is stranded for the Yorkton Cardinals. We will 7th inning stretch. Bottom of 7 coming up, Tribe up by 6. This is Full Line Ag Indians Baseball.
This webcast of Swift Current Indians Baseball is brought to you by Full Line Ag. See them west of the city along Highway 1 and online at fulllineag.com. Thrifty Car Rental. Cars, trucks, and vans available for rent. Great rates for corporate and personal rentals. Call 306-971-4000.
in Sky Casino. Live in Sky.
Try your luck at Smoke Signals. The progressive jackpot will be awarded before it hits $2 million. And right now, it's just over $1 million. Any spin can win, and you could be Sega's next millionaire. Check out other progressive machines, Life of Luxury, and Rider Nation. Live it up at Living Sky Casino.
Live in Sky Casino. Live in Sky.
Use your game sense.
Leading off for the Swift Current Indians in the 7th is Liam Goodall. Goodall 0 for 2, hit by a pitch the last time he was up. And another pitch inside, breaking ball. Steady diet of inside pitches to Goodall before one that finally got him last time. Lead one to wonder if there wasn't some intent behind it. It's another inside pitch at the feet of Liam. Of course, maybe that's just the scouting report that the Cardinals have on Goodall. Pitch him inside, and one got away from Collins, who was on the mound at the time. Gavin Collins, starting pitcher for Yorkton. Went 5 innings for the Cards, allowing 5 hits, 5 runs, only 1 earned, striking out 3 and walking 3. 3-0 count to Goodall. Tribe will board their XL bus and go to Yorkton tomorrow. Game number 3 goes at 7 o'clock. Game 4 if necessary, and it very well could be. It will be 7 o'clock Monday. 3-0 pitch to Liam. Strike 1 called.
I think it might be 19. Either 19 or 12.
3-1 pitch to Goodall. And he reaches for that pitch, breaking low and away. And that's a fly ball into the mid of Chance Wheatley. Goodall flies out to 4, and that'll be the first out
Now
at the bottom of the 7th.
Number 5, Bodie Cooper.
Breaking ball inside from Wallace. Cooper swings and misses at the 1-0. Bodie Cooper. Solid single into center.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 29, Alex Schultz.
Action in the Yorkton Cardinals bullpen as they warm up Derek Marshall, local product for the Cards. Nothing and 1 the count to Schultz. Bottom of the 7th. 6-0 lead for the Swift Current Indians. Curveball. Stays out, 1-1 the count. WNBL out-of-town scoreboard, Medicine Hat Mavericks trailing the Edmonton Prospects 3-1 in the bottom of the 8th at Athletic Park in Med Hat. Surprisingly low-scoring series in a baseball park that has typically been a launching pad. 2-0 win last night for the Medicine Hat Mavericks, and the Prospects leading Med Hat 3-1 tonight. Edmonton looking for the series split as Alex Schultz fouls that off. Edmonton Prospects for so many years have just been the whipping boy of that WNBL Alberta division, whether you want to call it the Alberta division, the West, whatever. Always matched up with league powerhouses like Medicine Hat, Okotoks, Lethbridge. Nice to see Edmonton get to the Final 2 and perhaps beyond in that division. Hadn't been easy doing business there. Be nice to see Edmonton advance past that series, but having said that, there's nothing quite like a Swift Current Medicine Hat playoff series, regardless of the sport, as Alex Schultz goes down swinging at the 3-2 pitch. Tribe and Medicine Hat, and we're really getting ahead of ourselves by even mentioning this conversation, but I remember when they met in the league final in 05. Just an electrifying best-of-3 series. Would be great to see that happen again, but we're still a ways away from that scenario. Yorkton and Edmonton certainly have other plans. Kyle Zerbis up now with 2 out and Bodie Cooper on at first. Two-0 count to the native of Redwood City, California. Zerbis 0 for 2 with a run scored and a walk. Fouled off by Zerbis. Yorkton Cardinals, this is their first trip to round 2 of the playoffs in the WNBL. And I would imagine the welcome for them tomorrow night will be a good one. 2 games at Jubilee Park in Yorkton. That's not an easy ballpark to win in. Swift Current Indians up 6-0 here. A lot could still happen in this game, but regardless of what happens here, even if the Tribe put up 12 more and win 18-0, or if the Cards can come back here, it's going to be 1, maybe 2 high degree of difficulty games in Yorkton for Swift Current. Three-1 pitch, 2 away. Zerbis off the end of the bat. Chance Wheatley, who just goes after foul balls like pit bulls on pork chops, chases that down and gets the out at first. Nice play by Wheatley to take care of Kyle Zerbis.
No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left on after 7 innings.
Tribe Strand 1, top of 8 coming up, 6-0 Swift. Back with more Full Line Ag Indians baseball shortly.
This webcast of Swift Current Indians baseball is brought to you by Full Line Ag. See them west of the city along Highway 1 and online at fulllineag.com. Thrifty Car Rental. Cars, trucks, and vans available for rent. Great rates for corporate and personal rentals. Call 306-971-4000. Consider a staycation with Home Inn Suites Swift Current. With one of the best amenities packages of any Swift Current hotel, you may not want to leave. With a full-service salon and spa on site, you can pamper yourself with an hour or a day of peaceful relaxation. The kids and kids at heart can have a blast sliding down the water slide and soaking in the whirlpool in our sparkling indoor pool. To book your next stay, visit homeinswiftcurrent.ca or call 1-844-BOOK-D3H. Home Inn and Suite Swift Current is a proud supporter of the Swift Current Indians and wish them the best of luck this season.
Jackson Ward getting his first taste of WNBL postseason baseball as he comes on in relief after Bob St. Pierre pitched a gem. 7 innings, 3 hits, no runs, striking out 4 and walking 2. Jackson Wark. 12 games, 2 starts, 17 plus innings of work, allowing 16 hits, only 5 earned runs, striking out 18 and walking 15, 1-0 on the year with a 2.54 earned run average. Native of St. Albert, Alberta. Coming in here. First action in a while for the 6'6", 215-pound righty. Played his college ball at St. Louis. His last outing was when he worked 2 innings in Regina on July 20th.
Leading off the 8th inning, the third baseman.
In that 12-2 win. That was a pitching by committee game for the Swift Current Indians. I remember Wark working the first 2 innings. So Jackson Wark, his first action since July the 20th. We'll see how he fares here against the Yorkton Cardinals. They're going to go Borman, Wheatley, Rosholt, 7-8-9. Top of the 8th inning. It's foul enough.
Gets running, get that foul ball.
First pitch of the game for Wark yields him a strike.
This whole Liberty thing. Fans.
Ground ball. Alec Humphreys out at first. Another solid play by Al Humphreys. He's had a few hit his way tonight.
Chance Wheatley.
And he continues to excel at the shortstop position. Fourth 6-3 of the game. Humphreys also engineered a double play this game. Solid game for the league MVP in the field. 1 for 4 at bat tonight for Humphreys. Ground ball. Shane Doki charges hard. And throw to first base. That'll do it for Wheatley.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 17, Caden Rosholt.
Chance Wheatley, who just grounded up, busted up Bobby St. Pierre's no-no in the 5th inning. As he had the first single of the game for Yorkton. First hit of the game for Yorkton. Solid single by Caden Rosholt, the Cards shortstop. So he's going to keep the top of the 8th going.
14, Daniel McFarland.
And pinch hitter for Daniel McFarland. As the Yorkton Cardinals are going to sub out
Number 1, Ben Shanding.
Daniel McFarland and bring in Ben Shanding. So McFarland, who is 0 for 3, striking out 1. Won't get this at bat in here in the top of the 8th. With 2 out and 1 on. Ben Shanding comes in. His first at bat of the postseason. Jackson Wark. Pitch just a little bit low. .3-0 count to Shanding in his first plate appearance here. Corey Canterbury on deck. Canterbury 0 for 3, grounding out 3 times. Ben Shanding from Paris, Kentucky. 3-0 fastball for strike 1. That was Jackson Wark's 10th pitch of the game. Foul ball, hit hard to Kyle Zerbis at third. Great play fielding that 2-hopper. Throw to first, though, has an adventure along the way, and that's going to get away from Kyle McDonald. And that'll move runners to second and third. Good job fielding the hopper by Zerbis. But
number 15, Corey Canterbury.
1 hopper over to first base. Not delivered to recipient. Ben Shanding, pinch hitter, gets himself on, and now Corey Canterbury to the plate, who, as we just mentioned, 0 for 3 in this game, grounding out 3 times. Once into a double play. Jackson Wark. 6'6" right-handed pitcher with that overhand delivery. Baseball comes at you from around 7 feet. Six 0 Tribe. Yorkton trying to get on the board, something they haven't been able to do in Swift Current as of yet. 16 2/3 innings of baseball in Swift Current without a run for Yorkton. And it's not going to happen here as Jackson Wark strikes out Canterbury. Cards strand a couple, bottom of 8 coming up, 6-0 Tribe. Back with Full Line Ag Indians baseball shortly.
This webcast of Swift Current Indians baseball is brought to you by Full Line Ag. See them west of the city along Highway 1 and online at fulllineag.com.
At the Hearing Place, we're making a positive difference in the lives of our clients' hearing health. We are a full-time, fully licensed hearing health care facility. Our goal is to improve and maintain our clients' hearing health with personal attention and ongoing support. As an audiologist with more than 15 years' experience, I work with clients of all ages, including toddlers and newborns. This is not only my vocation, but my passion. When you come into the Hearing Place, you will receive a complete diagnostic hearing evaluation using state-of-the-art equipment. We talk about the specific reasons for your visit and the hearing situations you find most difficult. We then discuss the hearing options that are right for you, your budget, and your lifestyle. The end goal is to ensure you leave with the knowledge and confidence about your future of hearing health. The Hearing Place. For more information, visit www.thehearingplace.ca.
We're back with Full Line Ag Indians baseball, bottom of the 8th. Tribe up 6-0 and hoping to take a 2-0 lead to Yorkton.
Leading off for the Swift Current Indians, the first baseman, number 13, Kyle McDonald.
It is official down the highway. Edmonton Prospects have evened up their series with the Medicine Hat Mavericks. 3-1 final as the Prospects will even that series up at 1. Swift Current Indians leading the Yorkton Cardinals 6-0 here, hoping to take a 2-0 lead heading back to Yorkton. That's big. Edmonton Prospects. With each game, the Prospects go deeper in this playoff. Their crowds are going to get bigger and bigger at the Edmonton ballpark. And the opposite's happening here in Swift. I don't know where everybody is tonight. Kyle McDonald goes down swinging. Pitching now for the Yorkton Cardinals, by the way, is Derek Marshall. Say hello to his family in Yorkton. 5'11", 185-pound righty out of Lindenwood University. Trevor Wallace, 2 innings for the Cards, 2 hits, 1 earned run, striking out 4, and walking 1, facing 10 batters. So Derek Marshall comes out here, 1 batter faced, and 1 down. Luis Rivas fouls that up into the night sky, and Borman at the wall makes the catch. Lost from our view by the Swift Current Indians dugout, but he did make it in 2 quick outs here for Marshall. Marshall's first appearance in the playoffs.
Center fielder, number 7, Tobias Moreno.
Toby Moreno to the plate. Another solid night for Tobias. 3 for 3 with 2 runs scored and an RBI, now hitting .563 in the playoffs. When the Swift Current Indians won the WNBL championship in 2005, Joe Carnahan hit .586. Tobias Moreno now hitting .563. 2 players of quite differing styles, though. Swift Current Indians recruiting Moreno in mid-July. Played at Embry-Riddle. His season was done beginning of May. I guess my big question is, how the heck did we get him? How is he still available in July? He's going to walk here.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 6, Shane Doki.
Ditto Kyle Zerbas, 2 great players from Embry-Riddle. Didn't play baseball for almost 2 months. And answered the phone when Joe Carnahan called. And luckily he did call. At the time, Zerbas and Moreno felt more like luxury than necessity, but with some injuries to Austin Riemann and Thomas de Bonville, it's a good thing Joe was able to bring those 2 in under the recruiting deadline. One-0 count to Shane Doki. Here's Aiden Goodall warming up in the Swift Current Indians bullpen. Clint Clymer, bullpen catching for him. What a story Clint Clymer turned out to be as well. Pitcher for the Swift Current Indians to be used in relief. Ended up having to call it a season due to injury, but didn't want to go home. Just loved his team and loved what was happening here in Swift. So sticks around, helps out around the team, helps out with the field, catches bullpens. Clymer, a great team guy, very well liked by his teammates. They don't mind having him around. Drives the Indian mobile around town. Picks guys up. 2-2 pitch. Doki, ground ball to second base. Chance Wheatley gets the throw to first. That'll do it for the Swift Current Indians. They'll strand Tobias Moreno, and we'll head to the top of the ninth.
No runs, no hits, no errors, and one man left on. Heading to the ninth inning, it is 6-0.
Top of nine, will 6 be enough? Aiden Goodall's going to come in and try and close things out. Top of nine on the way. We'll be back shortly with Full Line Ag, Swift Current Indians Baseball.
Checking the other playoff game tonight.
This webcast of Swift Current Indians Baseball is brought to you by Full Line Ag. See them west of the city along Highway 1 and online at Full Line Ag. Simon Auto Sales. Large enough to make a difference, small enough to care. With almost 100 vehicles to choose from, let them show you the Simon Auto Sales difference. Consider a staycation with Home Inn Suites Swift Current. With one of the best amenities packages of any Swift Current hotel, you may not want to leave. With a full-service salon and spa on site, you can pamper yourself with an hour or a day of peaceful relaxation. The kids and kids at heart can have a blast sliding down the water slide and soaking in the whirlpool in our sparkling indoor pool. To book your next stay, visit homeinswiftcurrent.ca or call 1-844-BOOK-D3H. Home Inn Suite Swift Current is a proud supporter of the Swift Current Indians and wish them the best of luck this season.
Aiden Goodall handed the mop.
Leading off the ninth inning for the Yorkton Cardinals, the catcher, number 7, Hunter Hiskey.
And for the Yorkton Cardinals, 3-4-5, Hiskey, Clapperton, Wilkinson. Top of the ninth, Swift up by 6. Jackson Wart going an inning for the Swift Current Indians, allowing a hit, striking out 1, facing 5 batters. Aiden Goodall brought in here in the top of the ninth. First pitch to Hunter Hiskey, just misses low. Goodall, the 6'6" right-handed pitcher out of Nanaimo. So, Tribe going with Jackson Wark, and then Goodall. It's just over 13 feet of pitcher. Goodall 1-0 in the 2016 playoffs with a 3.85 earned run average in one game, working 2 1/3, striking out 2. Fly ball to Tobias Moreno, 1 down here in the top of the ninth.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 24, Billy Clapperton.
Aiden Goodall getting that Game 2 win against the Weyburn Beavers, working 2 1/3. Clapperton fouls that up. Ground ball. How about Al Humphreys this game? Oh, blocks that ball. Unable to get that one to his glove.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 4, Luke Wilkinson. So
Billy Clapperton gets himself on with 1 out. Fastball from Goodall. It's just a bit out. 1-0 count. Aiden Goodall, like his brother Liam, former members of the Yorkton Cardinals. Ground ball off the pitcher's mound. Humphreys recovers, throws to first to get the second out. Couple funny hops on route to the glove of Alec Humphreys.
The beer batter, the center fielder, number 5, Garrett Fort.
And last gasp for the Yorkton Cardinals is Garrett Fort. Fly ball, hit to left field. Liam Goodall's hurrying and not able to get to it in foul territory in time. Our full line Ag Swift Current Indians player of the game in this one, BSP, the starter. Bob St. Pierre, 7 innings, allowing 3 hits, striking out 4 and walking 2. Carving his way through the Card lineup through 7. A great Game 1 start last night for Luke Wycheck, going 8, allowing 1 hit. BSP follows it up. 7-inning start, allowing only 3. I would guess Christian Marquez will get the Game 3 start tomorrow as Aiden Goodall pumps strike 2 past Garrett Fort. And we'll have Full Line Ag Indians baseball for you live from Cardinal Field tomorrow. 7 o'clock starts. Glad you've been able to join us for Games 1 and 2 here in Swift. Pitch is low, 1 and 2. One-two pitch, fastball up.
Oh, he's just gonna stay in the box so we don't play the five.
2-2 pitch, fouled off. Two-two pitch. Fouled off. Garrett Fort battling with Aiden Goodall. Pitch number 6 of this at-bat. Moments ago, fouled off. 14 pitches thrown here in the top of the 9th by Goodall. Runner on at second base. Cards trying to at least get a run here. 17 2/3 innings in Swift without one. Fort fouls off another one. Native of Ankeny, Iowa, continuing the battle with Nanaimo BC's Aiden Goodall. Another 2-2 pitch. And another ball fouled off by Fort. Two-two pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. And the Tribe go up 2 in the best of 5. They have the opportunity to lock it down tomorrow night at Cardinal Field in Yorkton. Easier said than done, however. We'll have that game for you. Full Line Ag Swift Current Indians baseball will begin at 7:05.
Starting pitcher number 34, BSP. Bobby St. Pierre.
St. Pierre named player of the game in the ballpark as well as on our webcast here.
Fans Game 3 will be played.
Offensive player of the game once again, Tobias Moreno going 3 for 3 with 2 runs scored and a walk.
Stay tuned for more details. In the meantime, good night, everyone.
So Tobias Moreno continuing to light things up in the postseason, and Bobby St. Pierre doing everything you could ask of a starting pitcher. Tribe win 6-0 and take a 2-0 stranglehold in this best of 5 heading into Yorkton. We'll talk to you tomorrow night, 7:05 On behalf of Christina running camera one, good night from Mitchell Field.